this is surprising that New Zealand is one of just, well, very few jurisdictions that don't have deposit insurance.
Yeah, and it is a bit weird, especially considering New Zealand's been burned before, and in very recent history. It was just back in 2008 that a number of financial institutions collapsed. Hanover Finance, South Canterbury Finance. A lot of people I know lost money in that period, and Bank of New Zealand in 1989, 1990 required a government bailout as well. But as you say, a lot of countries have this. 94 countries around the world, developed countries such as Australia, the United States, Germany, and also developing countries offer depositors insurance like Bangladesh, Iraq and Sudan. But New Zealand doesn't have it. New Zealand and Israel just one of two OECD countries that don't guarantee bank deposits. So obviously there's some risks here, because if the herd gets the slightest whiff of fear, there can be a stampede, justified or not.
Paul, considering the turmoil, does New Zealand have any plans to fast-track deposit insurance?
No. Again, New Zealand is in the process of passing a law on this, but it's not going to be ready until 2023. The Finance Minister, Grant Robertson, says there is no plan to get that in place more quickly, considering what's going on at the moment, because the government wants to get it right. But he is offering a degree of assurance, saying that New Zealand banks are required to carry very large capital buffers, and they do hold significant reserves, and that depositors can have confidence in the system. And there's another backstop as well. The big four New Zealand banks are owned by the big four Australian banks, so the Australian guarantee might extend to them, but again, is that something you'd really want to put to the test?